if our time is ours to waste, to leave behind a better place, then I need nothing more than life with you.
For Coach Stevens, were you taking notes when Kemba was scoring 60 against you during the season?
He didn't get to 60 against us, but he got up there. He got to 60 the game before us, and that's always a bad feeling when the best player on the other team in the game you're going to play the next game is going like that. I've been a fan of Kemba for a long time. Saw Kemba play in high school on the AAU circuit. Remember those New York Gauchos teams well. Obviously saw him too close and personal when he was at Connecticut. And you know, I've always been a huge fan of his, and not just the way he plays, but as a person, as a competitor. You know, got a chance to coach him for one day already in his career at the All-Star game a few years ago. And, you know, just being around him and knowing everybody that's coached him, you know, he has all the stuff that the best have, and he's worked really hard to put himself in the position he's in, and we're happy he's here.
Brad, Kemba talked about just watching your teams and how guards get buckets. That's kind of what they do. How do you see Enes fitting in to your system going forward?
Well, I mean, we've been fortunate enough to have some really effective bigs that had the ability to both post and play on the perimeter. I think one of the things about Enes has always given us fits with, first of all, his energy and effort to run the floor. Secondly, on the block with his variety of moves, right when he sets you up with that left shoulder jump hook, he'll spin to the baseline over his right. And then the other thing is that he's destroyed us on the glass. Where he hasn't hurt us quite as much as behind the line, and then I saw him shooting in here a couple weeks ago, and it looked pretty good too. So he just brings he brings a lot of different ways that you can take advantage of his skill sets. There's not a lot of guys in the NBA right now who can take advantage of a post mismatch or even to post at their position. And he's one of the guys that you can throw it to, and he demands attention with his ability to score and rebound. And he's been a very willing passer. I thought he did an unbelievable job in the playoffs of setting up his teammates with screens and passes when he drew the attention.
First of all, I mean, the last point guard we had, it didn't end. It didn't end like we wanted this year, but it certainly wasn't his fault. He was just one piece of the whole team. But you know, getting Kemba as a top priority in free agency was. I've been watching Kemba also since he was at UConn, and fell in love with him at the Maui Classic in his junior year, where I think the whole world realized how good he was then. But I was sitting there front row watching very closely, and it was very exciting. And just had great respect for him throughout his career and what he's accomplished. And again, not just his all-star appearances and his quality play, but who he is as a person and as a teammate. So I'm very excited to have Kemba. So Kemba was a guy that we targeted as a guy, and then we knew we had limited resources if we were going to even be able to create the space, because that has not really been our plan all along, is to have cap space in free agency. And you know, we needed a big guy, and this was on the board, and you know, we were worried someone was going to pay him a lot more money than we had available, and he probably could have got more money in some other places. And so we're grateful that he chose us. We wanted him and we went after him, but he chose to be here, and we're excited about that.
It's hard days and it's hard months. Sometimes I don't know what to say, hits me all at once. My pride is getting in the way and I'm on the run. Scared that things are gonna change, what will I become? No, I can't take it sometimes. That's why I dive into rhymes, that's why we dive into lies. We digging deeper inside, we try to keep up with life. We hide our pain from the light, do what we can to survive. But no,